Cuckoo, is this thing on? Okay, now it is your girl, Tamara Davis Jack, TDJ, owner of Positivity Has a Purpose, coming to you with a message on the 5 ways. I'm going to tell you 5 ways that you can get over guilt. You may say, you know what, girl, I'm fine. Everything's good over here. Everything's breezy. That's real cute. But there's something I can tell you about that, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And oftentimes the guilt that you have about something else, the forgiveness, the grace that you did not give yourself, follows you to something else. Let me go ahead and get that off you, right? So I'm gonna tell you 5 ways, okay? 5 ways that you can get over that forgiveness. So this is the first thing, guilt. You wanna really get over that voice that you hear in your head that tells you about every mistake that you made in your life. You could be like, oh my God, I should post on social media more. Oh my goodness, I should do reels more. Oh wait a minute, that's me. But my thing is, you have to think about what your future. Don't keep beating yourself about the things don't keep beating yourself up about not knowing what you needed to know when you didn't know you had to know it. And I say that twice. So the fact remains that also get over overthinking. Number 2 is get over the overthinking, because you keep on thinking about what's going to happen next because of what happened before. See, what happened now has nothing to do with what happens next, because what's going to happen is you're taking all the experiences that you've had from right now, the culmination of the losses, of the wins. Now keep in mind, though, losses are lessons twisted out of shape. So understand with that when you're overthinking, all you're doing is procrastinating. Most of the time, people are busy being busy. They're overthinking things so much they end up being stuck. Don't let that be you. If you're an advanced thinker, let that go. Sometimes you can't plan ahead. Now, a plan, a well set plan, hey, is always good for progress, but do not overthink it. Next, we're gonna have fear. Number 3, fear. Fear is one of those things. Sometimes you can't forgive yourself because you're afraid that you might lose lose in a situation that you didn't even get in yet. See, fear is something that's really crazy. You can't focus on forgiving yourself for everything that you didn't do yet. Understand, it's okay. It's okay to be fearful. Fear is your brain telling you that you give a doggone, okay? That you're still in here, that you're still in the fight. So fear is good, but don't let fear paralyze you, because what happens is fear has a hook it has a hook in us sometimes, and there are many of us who never do anything because fear paralyzes us and it never allows us to do anything, not even go live. All right, then sometimes the number 4, root causes. We're thinking about, oh my gosh, was it me? Was it her? Was it them? Was it whatever it was. We're always thinking about what happened and how did it happen and blah blah blah. We got to run it back 15 times in our head. See, all of this goes back to fear. It all goes back to overthinking. It all goes back to guilt, right? At the end of the day, how can you forgive yourself? You forgive yourself by understanding that everybody makes mistakes. Remember, loss or lessons twisted out of shape. Every cause has an effect, and every cause can cause you to propel forward. Every effect can affect your future now and in the future, right? So continue just to move forward. Do your thing, boo. This is my thing. Take the time. Number 5 is take the time really to process what has happened, because it's cool. It's cool to sometimes, our girl Fantasia says, sometimes you have to lose to win again, right? So that's okay. Sometimes you have to lose to win again. Sometimes, as I say, winning is not always winning, and losing is not always losing. Remember, I'll say it again, losses are lessons often twisted out of shape. So everything that happens, you should process so that you can move forward. This is the whole thing. So many of us live in guilt. We live in not forgiving ourselves. We give so much grace to people who did not even deserve it, did not even work for it. We don't extend it to ourselves. So this is what I'll say to you. Remember to give yourself grace. Remember, you are not perfect. You are built like everyone else is. You bleed red. You go to bed every night. Well, if you're me, 2 to 3 hours a night, but you go to bed, you sleep the same as everyone else. You don't have to have superpowers. You don't have to be perfect. But this is the thing. Allow yourself the grace. Give yourself the grace that you so willingly gave people who didn't even deserve it. Not to mention, understand that your great beginning can start today. Don't look around you and think that you got to be like everybody else. Baby, my voice is not like everybody else. My brand is not like everybody else. Okay? Nothing about me is like everybody else, and that's okay, because that's what makes you you. So, sometimes log off of social media, okay? Sometimes log off of the fake book, okay? And remind yourself that what's real. Remind yourself of your talents. Remind yourself that you were who you say you were before you logged on. You had a purpose before people had applied. Just keep your eye on the prize. I am rooting for each and every one of you. I didn't want my message to be long, but I did want it to be strong. Please understand that positivity absolutely has a purpose. Protect your heart, protect your peace, hydrate. If you can't do nothing else, mind your business. That's me, TDJ, over and out. Holler at me. Let me know what you thought about this.